Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, shelter in place order given for active situation in Newmarket, police say. Police issued a shelter-in-place order Thursday for some Newmarket residents while they respond to an active situation. The order was put in place for the Prescott Street area of town. Anyone who is home in that area will not be allowed to leave, police said. Additionally, anyone who is not home will not be allowed into the area, police said. Local and state police and the Seacoast Emergency Response Team are at the scene. This is a developing story. Stay tuned for updates as we get them into our newsroom. Divers haul drowned man out of Westwood Pond. Let's take a listen to the video from WCVB Boston.
Escape completely in South County, Rhode Island. Relax on 20 public beaches. Perfect your golf swing. Savor coastal cuisine or hike miles of nature preserves. Request a free Southern Rhode Island vacation guide. 800-548-4662 or southcountyri.com.
And Emily, we're here at the police department this afternoon waiting for an update from officials, but they do tell us that a 56-year-old man died after running into some sort of trouble in the water this afternoon. We will show you that view again from Sky 5 as divers were scouring Buckmaster Pond this afternoon, searching for that man. They did eventually locate him, bringing him to shore, trying to revive him, but sadly their efforts were unsuccessful. Again, a 56-year-old man drowning this afternoon in Buckmaster Pond. We did speak with some people at that pond who heard a young man calling for help from across the pond, desperate to get help. Those bystanders say that police and fire were there very quickly. The dive teams got boats in the water. They were able to locate that man, but again, they were not able to revive him. Again, waiting for an update from police here at the police station. The circumstances of this drowning are still unclear tonight. We're live in Westwood. John Atwater, WCVB News Center 5.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Massachusetts man injured in crash on Seabago Lake. A Massachusetts man was injured in a crash on Seabago Lake on Thursday. The Maine Warden Service says Jason Chagas, 39, and his brother Alexander, 33, were riding separate Sky personal watercrafts when they collided. Alexander Chagas was taken to Maine Medical Center in Portland with a possible broken leg. The brothers are from Waltham, Massachusetts, and were staying at their summer home on Jordan Bay. Officials say speed is a contributing factor in the crash. And now let's take a look at your U.S. stock market and see how your U.S. stock market closed for this Thursday evening. And here's a look at that U.S. stock market for you Your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the green and went up. Your Nasdaq closed in the green and went up. S&P 500 closed in the green and went up. CNBC IQ 100 closed in the green and went up. Gold closed in the green and went up. Oil closed in the red and went down. US 10-year closed in the red and went down. Euro/USD closed in the red and went down. And VIX closed in the red and went down. Dow jumps 200 points ahead of U.S. tariffs on China tech rises. Stocks closed higher on Thursday as technology shares rose, but investors remained on edge as the U.S. prepared to slap tariffs on goods imported from China. And we're following some breaking news. Trump tweets EPA Chief Scott Pruitt has resigned. Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
National Jetport is connecting you to the places and people that matter the most. We now have nonstop service to Orlando on our new carrier, Frontier Airlines. With the unique brands, new planes, and low fares, the way to Orlando just got way better. Book your flight today at flyfrontier.com. The Portland International Jetport. Way better.
And we've got some breaking news to bring you just moments ago. As we're on the air right here, President Trump has tweeted that Scott Pruitt, the embattled head of the Environmental Protection Agency, has resigned, that the president has accepted the resignation. Johnny, this a long time coming. I mean,
Yep.
He is setting all kinds of new records.
This is a name that we have seen in the news again and again and again in the recent weeks and months, involving a number of different scandals, you know, be it his security or other scandals. And yeah, the president right now, he's just tweeted, "I've accepted the resignation of Scott Pruitt as the administrator of the Environmental Protection Agency." Within the agency, Scott has done an outstanding job, and I'll always be thankful to him for this. So, you know, thanking Scott Pruitt for the work that he's done. And you know, to be fair, Scott Pruitt has really been one of the most consequential cabinet secretaries of this administration thus far.
And we're going to get a lot more information on this as the afternoon develops. We want to get over to Meredith McGraw, who's standing by at the White House for us. Anyone see this coming today? We've seen so many Pruitt stories, including a couple of headlines earlier in the week. But were we on resignation watch? And how did the word get out there at the White House?
No, I just got word of this right now in a presidential tweet. Now, Scott Pruitt, of course, has been embattled for months now in scandal, but we really did not see this coming, that this would happen this afternoon. It was only last night that Scott Pruitt was spotted at the White House's annual 4th of July barbecue, and President Trump has called him out in recent speeches, you know, saying Scott Pruitt is doing a wonderful job. Now, the White House and White House spokespeople have said that President Trump and the White House are aware of all of these reports about Scott Pruitt's frivolous spending and his controversial management, of course, over at the EPA. But this is really taking me by surprise, and I'm sure other colleagues here at the White House, that this resignation comes this afternoon.
Yeah, and we should add to this, Johnny. I mean, under other circumstances, maybe half or a quarter of the number of scandals that have enveloped Scott Pruitt would have been enough to end it. You saw his support on Capitol Hill collapsing. That said, he wasn't in danger of losing his job until or unless the president wanted him to lose the job. We saw Pruitt weather a whole lot of stuff. So we're led to believe, because the word's coming from the president, that this has got to be the president's decision.
Absolutely, and you see with the other cabinet secretaries that either resigned or sort of were pushed out. You know, the same thing, where there was a lot of scandals, but at the end of the day, this was really the president's decision. And I think you're right to say how long Scott Pruitt hung on for through all these scandals, and this was clearly so the president either, you know, saw it as enough or just time to move on.
Yeah, we're going to get a lot more of that to come as the day goes on. I know, Meredith McGraw, you've got to run and do the rest of the beat as this breaking news develops again. Scott Pruitt out at the Environmental Protection Agency, according to a presidential tweet. The president is now on his way to the state of Montana. In fact, I believe he tweeted this from the plane.
Okay, and there you go on that breaking news report from ABC News. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Thursday night, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with another newscast. And I'll have a news report coming up later on this evening. Good night, everyone. Bye.